You'll never believe who's been in touch with me, children. Iolo Williams. You know, Iolo Williams off the telly? He makes wildlife documentaries on S4C and on the BBC. But unfortunately, he can't carry on making his documentaries because of COVID-19. He doesn't have any footage. This is where you come in. Can you film some wildlife in your garden or perhaps on one of your walks to send in to Iolo so that he's got enough footage for his latest programme? Now then, there's an example sent to you in your packs of what a good wildlife documentary looks like. It's in assignments, so have a look at it, okay? Now then, in your first task, you've got to find out everything you can about your chosen animal. So I've chosen a certain animal. I'm going to remember what it is in my head. And then I'm going to do some research about that animal. I'm going to come up, first of all, with questions that I think the audience would like the answers to. So I've put in your packs these questioning words that you can use to make questions. And I've come up with some down here. The audience might want to know where they live. Why do they have long necks? In the case of giraffes, what do they eat? So you come up with your own list of questions. Some of you, Iolo would like certain information in his footage. So I've given you specific questions you have to find the answers to, okay? So you do your research. Now, where do you do your research? Well, you can do research in books and encyclopedias, on the internet, in a search engine using Google, watch video clips on YouTube or BBC iPlayer or Netflix documentaries, wherever you get information about animals. Even ask an expert if there's one living in the same house as you. But I wanted to show you where you can get information on Hub. So if I go out to this a second and go into my internet, now when I go into Hub, I've logged in and I'm going to choose English just so that it makes it easier for me to be able to choose the level of my reading. So I press on menu and then go to Britannica Digital Learning. Once I'm on that, I need to think of a search term. So for example, I might want to put in, what would I find in my garden? A hedgehog. Okay. So I can choose how difficult I want the reading to be. So I'm going to go with foundation for a second, which is the easiest. Maybe the younger readers want to choose that one, and older readers might want to choose advanced. But I've chosen foundation. I'm going to press search then. So it's going to come up with an article that I click, and it's going to take me into information about the hedgehog. Now I can choose a different level again. I can choose 1 or 2 and make it more difficult, but I'm going to stick with 1 for a minute. Now it's got lots of information there. I can go down and get lots of information about hedgehogs. I can also get the article to be read to me. Can you hear that? So that'll help you read. If I pop onto 2 there, reading level 2, that'll take me to a harder piece of reading, and I can even go to 3 then. And then on the top, you can see there's images, videos, there might be other articles about the hedgehog that you can go to. And again, here, you can listen. Okay, if you're finding it tricky to read. So once you've done your research, the next thing to do is to make a plan. So as you can see here, I've made a plan, a rough plan of the order I want to talk in. So I've said first what I'm going to talk about, and then next, and after that, just so that I remember. Next thing to do then is practice, practice, practice until you're ready to do your filming. So this is the animal I chose to do in my garden. Have a listen.
There he is, stalking his prey. Just sneak a little closer. And as you can see, there's a lion in my back garden. The second largest figure.
As you can see, I don't really have a lion in my back garden, but I thought it was a bit of fun to research about an animal I didn't really know much about. Be creative. You don't have to just use garden worms and hedgehogs and things that you might see in your garden. You might want to put a cuddly toy out there and film the cuddly toy out there. If you're having trouble filming, if you don't have a phone or an iPad or whatever to film on, don't worry. you can use PowerPoint to make your recording. So if you go to slideshow, if I go out of slideshow here for a second, so I could press, I can't right now because I'm making a film, but I can press this button here, record slideshow. So I could put pictures in, I could put a picture of a lion maybe, press record slideshow. And then when I save it, I make sure that I go to file, save as, browse, and then I choose here MP4, MPEG-4 video, okay? And that'll make a video for you if you haven't got access to a phone or an iPad or any kind of recorded device. You can do it right on your laptop with the webcam, okay? Best of luck. I can't wait to see your footage, and I'm sure Iolo will be thrilled with it. Hwyl fawr!